Good evening, people. Welcome to another match of Dota 2, and we have got Quantic for you versus Dare in a Star Series Season 3 match. And it is just one game, and we see the draft's already begun because, but it is a StarLadder game, so I have a short disclaimer. I am not an official caster for Gosu. Sorry, I am an official caster for Gosu League, but I am not an official caster for Star Series. So. For official cast, you can check out Own TV. There is actually at this moment an official English cast for this match as well, casted by Epi, which you can find on Own TV. And yeah, well, I'm casting this anyway using the in-game client Dota 2 ticket that you can buy for Star Series in the store. Wow, I'm messing up my words massively, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have ourselves a match, and we see a couple of standings coming off from Quantic, by the way. With Universe being in the captain slot, he is still standing, I believe, and it is actually Bleak that is the number 3 there, not Purge, in case you were wondering. I think anyway, and it is Lust also standing in. Anyway, first draft. We'll go over the players later. We have got no Naga Siren ban, as well as no Lycan ban and no Darkseer ban. There you go, for all the crazy stats here. We have got the Chen, the Enigma, the Templar Assassin, as well as the Morphling ban out. And it is Dare's turn to ban right now, as I'm curious to see which one they want to go for. They still don't want to face the Darkseer, nor do they want to pick it up themselves. And that is, of course, a noble ban, which will mean that they are trying to aim either for a Lycan or for a Naga Siren. Though we have seen a lot of Naga Sirens lately being banned, on the losing side actually. So we're gonna see how they're gonna deal with that. Of course, the Enigma is already out, which is a strong combination with that Naga Siren. But we'll see which one Quantic is gonna leave in, and they of course could go for leaving both in and just ban out something entirely different, so that they have a chance to pick up one of the two. And we also still, of course, have in heroes that we normally see picked up very early. Is the Leshrac, is the Tidehunter. Actually, Tidehunter just got banned out. Is the Rubik as well. And we're going to see which one Dare wants to pick up here. And of course, the Tidehunter is not really a counter towards the Naga Siren, but it's not really a really great combination with that Naga Siren song. So maybe it's Quantic's aim to pick up that Naga Siren. We'll see. The Invoker will be the first pickup for Dare, and I just have to point out once more, Lycan is still in the pool. So we're gonna see what Quantic is gonna do with this. I mean, they could still go for the Naga Siren Leshrac combination. That's a very strong lane that they could pick up and leave the Lycan in the pool for Dare to pick up. But that is... no, they still go for the Lycan and for the Rubik. So that will be the pickup here. Leshrac and Naga Siren then. I think Naga Siren going to Dare. I mean, no, never mind. Who cares about Naga Siren? I mean, really? Nobody cares about Naga Siren apparently. So they go for Chaos Knight Leshrac. Another strong lane though. I mean, Leshrac and Chaos Knight, the Chaos Bolt stun, if it's longer than 1 second, it will be giving Leshrac an opportunity to get that stun to follow up on that one. And to just get a guaranteed stun up on that Split Earth, and that is a lot of burst damage going off already. And if there's no creep wave around, there will be a lot of edict damage as well. There might be a Reality Rift, and there's just no getting away from that one. So they're already looking strong for their lanes. As far as Quantic goes, I mean, Lycan can go either jungle or lane. We've seen both before. Rubik could be either support or lane, or solo mid. We have seen both before. So in that sense, they're leaving a lot free to guess for Dare. So we don't know yet what they're exactly gonna do with their lanes, or if Rubik is gonna be support or not. Although right now it kind of looks like Rubik is gonna be solo mid, and the Venomancer will be the support of choice for Quantic. And that is of course a nice hero to have versus that Chaos Knight. I mean, one thing that Chaos Knight wants to do, he wants to stand close to you and hit you, and of course he can do that with a Reality Rift. But with the Gale on him, he's just not able to chase you as much, and that is it's a fairly nice counter for that. We have a Nature's Prophet ban out from Dare. There's still the Naga Siren ban, thank you. And let's see what Dare wants to ban out as their last hero. Is it going to be one of those solo lanes like a Windrunner, which would still be pretty powerful upon Quantic? Or is it going to be something entirely different? And I say solo lanes because, I mean, it is a solo lane. It's a Queen of Pain, however, but like we said, I don't really know what Quantic wants to do with their lanes, and I think that Dare might not know exactly either. But they definitely still need kind of a solo lane, at least that's what I was expecting. And apparently they're also, so they don't want to face the Queen of Pain, that will be the one that they ban out. And of course Queen of Pain is pretty nice against a Chaos Knight. She can blink away, but the most important thing is that of course that what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the Phantasm illusions will go away. And I just saw the chat saying that it might be Rise saying the stand-in, but I don't think so, because I've seen Rise being stand-in before, and that is not the name that he uses. So
5 seconds remaining.
we'll see. We'll see. I think it's Bleak, because I checked it last night, I think, as well, because he was standing in for Quantic yesterday or the day before. Wow! It will be the Wisp that gets banned out. Quantic, afraid of the Chaos Knight Wisp combination, or maybe even a tiny Wisp, because right now, I mean, a StarLadder Shrek Chaos Knight is solid lane, Invoker solid lane, and let's see what they're gonna do for their last lane, or if they're gonna still go for jungle hero, or maybe try lane and then go for a solo lane. But they could still definitely go for just a strong dual lane again, and then just make sure that they stay ahead in that laning phase, and then maybe try to snowball with that. They pick up the Broodmother. We saw the Broodmother in the previous game, and we know how annoying it is to fight against her. So we're gonna see if Derek can do it just as well as, of course, Bamboo was able to handle that hero. I don't know who's playing that from Dare, however, though. But we'll find out. Might be Hawkeye, just because he is that solo lane for them, but we'll find out soon enough. Quantic, in the meantime, let's see what they want to pick up. I mean, as said, they still have a lot of options with their lanes, so
10 seconds.
these picks will kind of give away, hopefully, what they want to do with it, or at least hopefully for us. Of course, they hope that they don't give anything away, so that Dare is being left in doubt as well about where is going to be what. And right now, with that Broodmother pick already up from there, they might have to change their tactics slightly. They might want to go for a counter for that Broodmother, maybe go for a Sand King. Of course, Tidehunter is already out of the pool. But yeah, otherwise, there's the Sand King indeed. I was gonna say otherwise they don't really have that solid counter towards the Broodmother, but now they do, and they're gonna have that one putting up against the Broodmother. At least that's their intention. So a solid pickup coming off here for Quantic, and I have to say, no real surprise. It was probably also Dara that was expecting that pick, but we'll see. I'm usually thinking, like, if I know what the opponent is gonna pick, then the team knows it too. At least that should be in theory, because I am not a professional player and my knowledge is should be subpar compared to people that actually play this game competitively. And they're going in reserve time. This is the first time that Dara goes into reserve time, by the way. Seeing what they can do against this. I mean, are they going to go pick up a jungle hero, or are they going to go for Triland? That's basically their choice. And of course, Enchantress is still in as a jungle hero. They might even put something against with the Broodmother. And I have to say, Enchantress on the same lane, or in the same jungle as the Broodmother, is actually pretty normal. So to have just a semi-support for that Broodmother on the lane, leaving Broodmother against the Sand King. But we'll see if they actually want to go for that one, or if they rather go for something else. Of course, that is exactly what they're thinking about it right now, and because they still had all of their bonus time, I mean, they can just wait. They can also be discussing their lanes, and it will be a very strong tri-lane. Oh my god, that's gonna be one painful tri-lane. I mean, Chaos Knight Ace Reparation, that combination with the two heroes alone, is a very known combination. Came from Dota 1, of course, as well, with just a Cold Feet guaranteed to hit if there is a Chaos Bolt as well as a Reality Rift. And of course, if you combine that with a Leshrac disable as well, that is gonna be really painful for whoever is on that tri-lane. So I kind of think Quantic would do well to just leave that lane alone, not really try to get that much farm there. Maybe set a Windrunner against that or something, and just throw Lycan into that jungle. And I don't know where Rubik is doing, or Rubik and Venomancer could be with, Rubik mid and Venomancer with the Sand King. That would be my suggestion, because you can't really go up against that lane. At least not easily. It's just too much. Maybe a Shadow Demon, if they want to go for a lane with the Lycan on it, as well as the Venomancer, and then a tri-lane. Because Shadow Demon is, of course, one of those heroes that is like an anti-gank. As soon as that one target gets initiated on, Chaos Knight, Leshrac, and Ace Separation means all single target. Well, apart from the Shrek stun, but a disruption will save that person's life for a while.
10 seconds remaining.
Windrunner.
It is still the Windrunner though, so they're gonna just. I mean, that is just one of the options that I that I said, one of the two options actually, and Windrunner, it is very clever, because really, Chaos Knight, Leshrac, Ace Depression, Lane of Doom. Well, without Doom, actually. Anyway, we're gonna jump ourselves into the game as soon as everybody picked up their heroes, and then we can actually start that, and I can actually already change this one, because it should be a free camera. There we go. So, let's see who is gonna be playing what. We already see Dare picking up all their heroes, and it will indeed be Hawkeye playing their Broodmother, but I will go over them again after we are actually in the game, but we're waiting for Quantic to pick up all their heroes before doing that. Come on. There we go. Took you long enough. So, let's see. Dare, Radiant Sight. We have Nose. Once again on his Invoker, who's going to go mid Hawkeye. Once again on his solo lane. He is the long lane solo for Dare. We have Grumpy, this time on the Agent Operation. Sava Doom on Leshrac. And Nowhere is going to be indeed carrying up the Chaos Knight. And picked up 3 Iron Branches because he can. And yeah, that will be... I'm going to see an aggressive tri-lane top then maybe with Broodmother on the bottom lane. And that will be indeed the case. And we have got Bleak, who is standing in for Quantic right now, who is going to be up on his Windrunner. And we know Bleak's Windrunner. He is playing a pretty damn good Windrunner. So be wary of nice shackles coming out from him. We have Universe playing the Rubik. Lust, who is also standing in, is going to be playing the Venomancer. We have Painted Gold, who is no longer in the captain slot, for at least not for tonight, who is playing the Lycanthrope, and Korok is going to be playing the Sand King. And I do see a slight shift in roles right here, because I was expecting Korok up on the Lycan, purely because Korok is normally that farm hero, that carry, that #1 hero for Quantic. Splitting it up again a bit with Brax, but of course Brax is not here right now, as well as 1437 is missing, so that will be the stand-ins that we have. And it looks like, yeah, the aggressive tri-lane top, but they do know that, so we do see the Sand King moving all the way bottom. He's actually going to try to pick up the rune, which he is lucky enough to get. Where's he going to go? There's the rune. Yeah, I was going to say, you have to take a turn. But yeah, they're already looking for, I mean, this is just, it is already so deadly. It is off central ward being placed there, so making sure that there's not going to be any, central ward instantly being countered. Nice. Otherwise, Lycanthrope will have a hard time in that jungle. But yeah, this lane, I mean, like normally I check for a lane where I expect the first blood. This is the lane. Like, unless someone makes a very stupid mistake on one of the other 2 lanes, it's this lane that will be painful. But of course, at the same time, I mean, Quantic know that. Quantic have been here before. Quantic know that what that combination can do. So we're going to see them being very careful. And I actually was expecting Windrunner to be against this lane, but Windrunner is actually going to be taking up the mid lane up versus that Invoker. So that will be the lane on the middle, with the bottom, of course, Broodmother, Sand King, no real surprise there. Caustic Finale able to take care of the Spirelings. I'm going to put up the last hits of the night just so you see that. Though I will put on the net worth a bit earlier than I normally would, purely because of those lanes right now. We can't really compare them. Actually, I'm going to put it up right now, because we can't really compare the lanes all that well right now, only for mid lane, but I will still click the heroes so you see here on the bottom what the last hits are, and I will call them out just so you know, because, well, like I said, you can't really compare the two. I mean, it is the Chaos Knight farming versus a Lycan, but Lycan is farming in the jungle, so, you know, net worth. There we go. But yeah, these two we're just gonna keep track on. I mean, in theory, this lineup should be fairly even. We already saw some harassment coming up from both teams. I mean, from both sides, I should say. Power Shot missed, of course, as you just saw. But Windrunner already taken some damage as well. Picked up a Windrunner as well, able to just get away if there should be a situation where she is indeed in that situation, in a tough spot. And actually, I noticed Painted Gold very low in life, but that is because he is farming the jungle. Right now, if someone would go looking for him, that would be I will counter word your counter word. Thank you. But yeah, if someone would find this Lycan, that Lycan will be dead. And I actually think like he's gonna show himself right now. Actually, now backing off, knowing that there is someone killing off his ward, so they would see him and they would know that he is a tasty bite right now, ready for the eating. And this Broodmother and the Sand King. I mean, we can't really. It's such a shame though. Can't really compare the last hits of the Sand King, because of course that Caustic Finale will get the Spirelings as well. Oh, Burst Strike, just harassment though. I mean, he knows he can't kill him just yet. He can only harass. That is why he's able to stand up against the Broodmother. At the same time, like I said in the previous game, Sand King is one of those heroes that at some point has to leave his lane to start joining team fights and such. And Broodmother will then be giving freedom to take down towers, and that will be the start of the infinite push of the Broodmother. So annoying. False Firelings will still harass Korok slightly away, but he will eat a tango and will be fine. Or eat a tree with his tango, rather. And it's just a sentry ward being left there. The rear ward is standing here, blocking the creep spawn that is supposed to be there. And we still have there, I mean, they're not as aggressive as I thought they would be. At the same time, they cannot really be all that aggressive, because both Universe and Lust are just making sure that they're staying very far back. And it is actually the bottom lane where they're harassing each other most and being annoying to each other most. But they like I said, they have both been here before. They know what the deal is. They know how to make each other's life a living hell on the lane, on the bottom lane, that is. Please show Venno farm at minute 10. Okay, well, he's got one last hit now. Sorry, that is of course, since I'm casting this using the in-game title, I don't have any delay on my stream, so I am having a semi-co-caster, which is the chat, and they want to see the farm up on this Venomancer up on minute 10, so I will check that out. And it looks like maybe they want to go for something. Is there going to be a reality rift? I lost no line of sight around the corner. It has vanished. Invoker picking up a regen rune, meaning some trouble here for Windrunner. She has an empty bottle and she has to herself, so she should be fine in theory, as well as a Windrunner. So we're gonna see. She's gonna check to pick up the rune, but there's not gonna be a rune. And she's walking back again. Korok in the meantime picked up a ring of health, is able to farm pretty well. I mean, he is actually highest up on the farm right now. He is at 1700 up there, and the Broodmother is. I mean, the difference is like 500 gold. That's a lot of gold difference. Hawkeye not being able to keep up with Korok, who has also been able to deny here. Harassment not enough, and no soaring just yet for the Broodmother either. And we see Leshrac maybe looking for something. Actually, he's gonna get a gill into the face. Faithful's going through as well. Cold speed up on Lust. There goes the Leshrac stun, not hitting though, and it is the first blood that goes towards Lust, because the Leshrac died from that Gale tick, and it is still the Age of Separation who is still being slowed, who might still die here as well, and will die. It is 2 kills for Quantic up on this top lane, and Chaos Knight could do nothing but stand by and watch as his 2 supports got picked off one by one. And I stand corrected. I definitely stand corrected, because this very aggressive lane coming off from there, it was too aggressive. The supports were too far up front, and normally you have the Chaos Ball to set it all off, and there was just no Chaos Ball. There was no Chaos Knight around. So that is a kill, for 2 kills rather, for Quantic, so 1 for each. 1 support picking up each, and I say supports because these 2 are still acting as supports. They're just doing damage control, in theory. Keeping the lane at a equilibrium, keeping the lane outside of their tower, because obviously Universe is not getting all that much last hits. He's got 14 right now, and it is Lust that's being playing as support as well. He's got 2 last hits. But yeah, they now got last hits on towers as well. In the meantime, Windrunner is able to, well, was getting harassed, but almost died. Didn't die just yet though. Was getting harassed by Nose, who actually sent his bottle back to base by the looks of it, and the donkey is now taking it home. Oh, didn't have a donkey. Didn't have a bottle. I thought he had a bottle. Surprise. Anyway, it will be Rubik that is actually changing course right now and is leaving Venomancer alone to push back the lane, and Rubik is gonna try to help Korok get a kill here. He did pick up Dust, gets Hawkeye as well. Will there be a Burst Strike? There comes a donkey as well, though. They could go for that one instead. It is Universe that actually decides to go for that. Burst Strike still hits on Hawkeye. Fateblood going through as well. Korok is in trouble. Telekinesis, TP incoming from the Leshrac. And we'll make sure that there's not going to be anything else. Leshrac stun thought about it, didn't see anything anymore, and is not going to be able to do anything but scare them off. And that was actually very needed. Otherwise, the spider would be in more pain than just limping around as he pops himself. But yeah, the supports of Chaos Knight have now also left, as the Leshrac, you saw him on the bottom lane, and the Age of Separation has gone to the mid lane, where this time it is Nose that's getting harassed back again by the Windrunner, who was able to pick up her bottle charges and is going to try to go for a rune where Universe is standing at guard to be able to let it being picked up there. And I actually, awkward. Rather going for that than anything else. Surprised thing, to be fair. Like not getting his full bottle stacks anymore. Telekinesis, Leshrac, who was just standing around in the jungle minding his own business, getting shackled, is gonna have to have help from Korok. You know, to take him down. He's not gonna have to have help Korok, he's gonna have to have help the Broodmother, but the Broodmother couldn't help. because he got burrow striked. In the meantime, Lycan, we have a pause by the way, from coming off from there, we just have the Leshrac thing. Can you fix your stream? I mean, you got no delay on it. That's the Russian thing. There is normally no delay on Russian streams. In the meantime, Lycan is taking a lot of damage here, but he should be fine, as long as nobody knows where he is. But yeah, having said that, I mean, as you all know, Russian are a bit different with casting matches than English, so the Russians have agreed no stream delay. Of course, we have a stream delay, and that is because we're casting via Dota TV. So if you want to be 2 minutes ahead, you can watch Epi. But yeah, that is because, of course, I mean, there would be able to... No, they would not. Nobody would be able to understand Russian from these two teams, so it is still a difference right there. In the meantime, we have Hawkeye trying to get away from this one. There will not be another dust coming off Rubik though, and Sand King is pretty fine as well, so they're okay. Spiraling still doing a lot of harassment though. Burrow Strike hits on Hawkeye, Epicenter being cast as well. Fable already went through. He's looking for him. He can't find him. Hawkeye is gonna be safe. Should be fine. Is now showing himself that he is still around there and should be safe and continuing to last hit on this bottom lane. With Rubik being forced to back out, being forced to wait around for the sentry ward that is now only in his bags. And it's gonna surprise Rubik with that. There's the sentry ward being placed. He saw it being placed, or it should be anyway. Burrow Strike goes through. Will be a Fate Bolt as well as a Telekinesis. There we go, and Rubik picks up the kill, and that is a clear kill. Maybe not with the epicenter, but still. In the meantime, Tri-Lane Trio has been completed, reunited once again, and they're gonna go for this tower. Leshrac Edict helping out tower, in the meantime getting tanked up by the creeps. But solid damage being done. Of course, one downside of a Tri-Lane is the massive experience that you are in fact losing. And to illustrate that, we're going to check out the experience graph. And this is, I mean, there is only 4 kills difference. Windrunner level 8, Shackle does latch Ancient Apparition to a tree. Leshrac stun will hit on the Venomancer, but Burrow Strike coming in from the south. Sava Doom goes down. Windrunner double kill, and it is nowhere that's on the run. There is no Burrow Strike just yet, though. 3 seconds for another Arcane Boost, and he's just too fast. Chaos Knight is too fast. But Bleak making sure that we know that he is indeed a Windrunner player, and I do believe that's one of his signature heroes, so... And of course, that double damage drone definitely helping out. 6 for 0 right now. Dare definitely not really in the lead right now. And yeah, I mean, like I said, a tri-lane versus dual lane the whole time. Definitely a favorable experience for the Venomancer as well as for the Rubik, who are actually, in theory, like the supports. So, keeping up with that. And of course, like in the jungle, no jungle hero for the Radiant team. That will give them extra experience and gold, as well as well, the mid lane, it was in favor still of the Invoker slightly. Still, actually, now it's even 45 for 16 on the Invoker, with Windrunner being 49 on 10. So very, very even. Sand King picking up a Vanguard, going for a tanky build, making sure that he can stay alive after doing his epicenter and running in there and burrow striking. In the meantime, Nose will be able to pop himself inside invisibility, but there will be a telekinesis jumping him back inside range of that invisibility. Fade Bolt going through as well. Shackle latching him to a tree, and that's a kill for the Rubik. And that is why invisibility is not that handy if you have a Sand King on your team. Because there will be the team on the other side that will almost always carry something like a ward, like dust. Even though that was his last one though. But yeah, they left the Broodmother alone on the lane for a short while. Tower gets chipped off some HP, and Hawkeye is gonna retreat inside the jungle and will wait until the lane is empty once more. That is the way of the Broodmother, and he will continue doing that, and that will be very annoying for Quantic to still deal with it, because they don't really want to put the Sand King on the lane like all the time, because you want to have the Sand King for those epicenters, for those team fights, for those disables. I mean, there is a lot of disable on the side of Dare with those stuns, with Cold Feet, with the Chaos Bolt, etc, etc. But there's not that much disable coming up from Quantic. Okay, yes, they have a Shackle as well as a Fade Bolt, Windrunner in the meantime, picking off the Chaos Knight of all people. I thought he was safe. But no, he was not. Peace out indeed, Windrunner. And that was a Venomancer helping out there as well, even though he didn't even use his ultimate, so quite surprised that they were able to get that. In the meantime, pause again. This time from Quantic. Why would we... Oh, I had to check the farm of the Venomancer 10-minute mark. I'm sorry, he is now 18 for 2. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, so there was there was a bet going on of how much farm Venomancer would have at the 10-minute mark, and I just messed up that bet. But you can check out the VOD. Well, not the VOD obviously, but still the replay inside the game. I can actually do that later for you tomorrow if you really want to. In the meantime, tower gets destroyed. It is the tower where the Sand King was at. The tower where the Sand King was, sorry, Broodmother. Yes, Broodmother and Sand King actually. There's the Burrow Strike, still hits, and it's Hawkeye dead. Wow, that was fast. Corey in the midst of all that, bringing Sand King his stuff because now his magic wand's complete. And they are just gonna continue on their way towards the mid tower, where the mid tower just got harassed slightly, but still there is no tower down just yet. And I am surprised. Well, surprised. It is just Quantic dealing really well with that. Oh, so painful trialing coming off from there. I mean, maybe they would have been better off with setting the Leshrac and the Chaos Knight, or the Chaos Knight and the Age Inspiration in the mid lane, and then just going for a other lane top, but it just didn't work out. In the meantime, Venomancer was by himself top, still paid for that one, and that was the combination that they were aiming for the whole time. Cold Feet, Reality Rift, Chaos Bolt, that was just too much, but he still managed to do his ulti, forcing every support back, because they can't be there anymore, giving his team the freedom to kill off the tier 1 tower in the middle, and that was definitely worth it. And that was actually the first time that Dare got a kill in this match. So that is that. In the meantime, I mean, this is just plummeting. I really don't know if I should continue showing that, because it's just getting out of control right now. I mean, in theory, late game, Chaos Knight should be okay for his Lycan, especially because he has that stun and just you know, can stun that Lycan and kill him off in the meantime. But his farm is just so low right now, and I am just missing kill after kill. Broodmother, why are you still on the lane? And Sand King now purchases Blink Dagger after getting that kill upon the Sand King, sorry, upon the Broodmother, and I am sorry, because I guess the caffeine is not kicking in just yet. But yeah, that is Sand King going, sorry, Broodmother going down once more. That is 3 for 0 right now, or 0 for 3 on that Broodmother. He's not able to do anything on the bottom lane because he gets countered there so well. And it is Sand King that actually keeps coming back there in the meantime. Shackle, Legends and Invoker, Power Shot going through as well. Cold Feet will still proc on Windrunner, though. Age Separation ult is going to fly over as well. Actually also hit on that Venomancer, but they still want to go for it. The Gale will hit on Grumpy. Meteor will fall from the sky, definitely Blast as well, taking a lot of damage on that Lust. And one more hit needed, but he's not going to get a stick charge. It will still be there. Chaos Knight, Phantasm, wants to go for something. Is there going to be a stun? No, he's already used that one. Universe is going to be fine. This is just a Phantasm illusion, and they know that. In the meantime, Invoker still on the chase, gets lost, but what will he give for it? Will he pay for that with his life? Sunstrike is going to hit on Universe, but it's not going to get the kill. It is Windrunner that gets the kill on the Invoker instead, though. Universe, 31 HP, he is alive. That, however, did give Savadoom to take down time to take down the first tower on the side of Quantic, and in the meantime Bleak is playing hide and seek with Savadoom. Is it going to try to TP out? It will be a Shackle though, will be that. No, not in time. Bleak not able to get that one. In the meantime, bottom lane, I'm going to see Hawkeye again in a lot of trouble. Tier 2 tower dropped here as well, and he is being forced, the Broodmother is being forced back towards his own base. I mean, this is just very painful right now for Dare, and I just keep showing that one. Burrow Strike hits. Sunstrike's gonna hit as well, though. Leshrac's done. Hits on Korok. And this Hawkeye that's gonna try to back out from that one. Painted Gold looking for a target. Finds it in Leshrac. Look at that damage. And it will be enough. Korok picking up. Deafening Blast. Still hits on Korok. Asian Operation ulti as well. And it is the Sand King that drops after also getting a 3-second stun. Painted Gold. There goes his Aegis. And he will maybe survive from this one. But there will. Actually, there's no mana for a stun. There is, however, mana enough for. Yeah, now there's not enough for a stun, 4 seconds even. I'm not sure why he didn't even try to move, but he tried to maybe take a fight with him, but he wasn't able to do so, and that's just slight overextension from coming from Quantic, overconfidence. They picked up the Broodmother, however, but they paid for it with their life, and didn't really get that much damage on the tier 3 tower there as well, at least not name-worthy damage. 10 kills difference still, however. There was, of course, kills for Dare that gave them a lot of experience, or should be giving them a lot of experience. So we'll see this graph drop up again. A separation ulti is gonna hit here on Windrunner as well as on Universe, but tower, I mean, look at this. Then nobody's coming to defend it apart from that AA ulti. I mean, we see people standing close by, but they're just waiting. They are afraid of Bleak. There he goes. And there goes the stun as well as a reality at 4 seconds, and that is why I said you have to go in that one. And Invoker picked up the kill. Age Separation would have come in from the side, and it was already Universe that was already gone there. Tower still stands. I do think they waited a bit long before going in on there, but you know, rather better late than never. In the meantime, on the middle lane, we see Quantic gathering up, waiting for something to happen. Korak really wants to throw it. Yeah, there he goes. That's really what he wants to do. Blink in, epicenter, burst strike, nose. He's gonna go down. 2 seconds stun landing though, and the Sunstrike gonna try to help out as well. Korak getting stunned there, Edict helping out. It will be the Shrek that drops very fast to that lightning coming out of the jungle. A ulti will not hit on Lycanthrope anymore. And he has got a Necronomicon level 1, by the way, which is why you see those little thingies running around with that as well. And that was a quick Leshrac kill, and that was, and of course Invoker as well. That was what Korak wanted. He wanted to show off his Blink, Burst Strike, Epicenter, because he didn't do that before just yet. And as soon as he saw heroes, he knew that the opportunity was there. There's the Blink again, there's the Burst Strike again, Invoker. Is he not going to get hit by the Gale? There comes the Telekinesis still, though. Fateful going through as well, and it will be popping himself his visibility. Sunstrike is going to try to hit anybody that is going to try to chase him down, but is not going to happen. He doesn't hit anything. He will, however, probably see his tier 2 tower go down, because they don't have any defense for this right now. TP out from Korak towards the bottom lane because he wants to go for the spider. Here comes a TP out for Wick as well. And then that caustic finale is just, I mean, so much gold going towards Korak right there with that. Blink in, Burrow strikes, 2 hits on Hawkeye, no web for you. In the meantime, Lycan goes down in mid lane, but we're gonna follow this. Dust goes off, Hawkeye, you have got nowhere to run, or do you now? Do you now? Maybe he does. And web actually got stolen by the Rubik, so he runs extra fast as well. It will be Korak that blinks, Burrow strike misses though, and he is now invisible. The dust has worn off, and he is fine. Hawkeye is gonna be staying alive. Nice juke indeed. And that Burrow strike missing was just all that it took, and in the meantime, I mean, Lycan went down here, around here-ish. Leshrac got the last hit on that one, but we missed that one because we followed Hawkeye instead, who was actually managed to stay alive. So that, still, I mean, they got a kill on the Lycan. I can kinda imagine what would have happened, probably like we saw last time, just overextension once again, overconfidence. As I do think Quantic is feeling themselves to be quite far ahead right now, as it feels as well. I mean, 15k gold, 12k experience. Sorry, 12k experience, 15k gold. That's it indeed. That is a massive difference, though. I have to say, if Dare starts taking more towers, they are able to get back on top of this. And Broodmother, even though she had a terrible start, she now has a kill. She has an assist. She has only died 4 times. Still quite a lot though. Oh, and they're gonna go for this again. Shackle, Latches. There's the epicenter being casted. Power shot as well. Burrow strike over, and that is gonna be a kill. Now he's died 5 times, and the Spiderling's died as well, obviously. But Broodmother, if he gets being left alone, finally he will be still taking down those towers. He will still be getting that farm. It will be later, but he will still get it. Same goes, of course, for the Chaos Knight, even though he is quite far behind. It will really depend how that Lycan is dealing with his gold, what he's gonna get with his items. Of course, he has now died twice, even though both times I think it was due to overextension. So we are, yeah, we're seeing Quantic just maybe. I mean, this is a situation where you could very easily throw the game purely because you are overconfident that you have it in the pocket. But we'll see. There is at least no Morphling, no Antimates, heroes that could definitely still change that around. That's good for Quantic, that they don't have to deal with one of those. But Chaos Knight and Broodmother definitely should not be underestimated, and as well as the Invoker. I mean, he can throw out a lot of damage. He picked up a 4-staff, by the way. He's gonna get harassed. Oh, there's a Veil of Discord. Burst Strike misses, though. 2 seconds stun up on the Sand King. Real's Rift doesn't hit anymore. Leshrac stun does hit, though. Venom has the ulti as well, and it will be the Venom that is trying to get away from this one. Is gonna be safe for now. Rubik invisible in his web for now. We have a Burst Strike up on nowhere. Look at that damage, and he still goes down. Sand King picks up the kill, and it is 3 kills in total. Age Separation as well as Leshrac went down on this top lane as well, and it will be the Windrunner that with that power shot. How did that power shot still hit the Invoker from the side? It was actually Leshrac that, yeah, I don't know why it was there actually. Never mind. But that power shot picked off the Invoker still on the mid lane. Nice job from Bleak. And there goes the tier 3 tower. I mean, Broodmother's still alive, but what can a Broodmother do against this? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Broodmother is on this bottom lane with an army of Spiderlings, gonna try to push for herself, but in the meantime, her barracks are just gonna get destroyed. And there's nothing that she can do, there's nothing that her team can do. Age Separation tries to do what he can. He actually locks Pain and Gold inside a Cold Feet, but that will only delay it because the barracks will still drop, and they might even rotate down towards the middle lane. The click wave is already there. Some right clicks on the tower being done. In the meantime, everybody back alive again up on there. But what are they gonna do? They don't have the Broodmother here. They have to get a good, well, a shield operation also is gonna hit up on Painted Gold. Will actually force them back. Tower will still die though, and they will not go in for more, or will they? Maybe they'll try to bait out there and then pick off a couple heroes and go back in again. There's actually a Gem of Truth set up on Rubik, by the way. So he's got 14 on the gold again as well, and Korg just TPing out, wants to go for Hawkeye once again. Hawkeye this time taking a different road out, and this should be fine. Windrun in the meantime picking up a Blink Dagger. It's a build that we've seen more often from Bleak as well, or at least I have seen it more often. Burrow Strike, Epicenter, Hawkeye, and again he dodges it. That is a nice job, Korg. Hawkeye still alive. Sitting there, waiting until they leave the lane, waiting until he can get back to farming. I mean, the tower is still dead. The gold still went towards there because the deny was not in time. It was the Spiderlings that were able to get the last hit. Shackle does latch. Hawkeye still 2-3, and the power shot will finish it off. Killing spree for Bleak right now, who's got a blink, a 4-step, and a mechanism. This is a very, very mobile Windrunner. Very mobile, even. We have a BKB being built by the Venomancer. He's got enough gold for that. We have got the Rubik being, well, we saw that already. And he actually finished his 4-staff with the Staff Wizardry that he already had in his inventory. And where did the Sandkin go? There he goes. We saw his Veil of Discord 10. He has almost got, maybe it's on the donkey actually. Let's see. No. That's the BKB from the Venomancer. He almost has a Aghanim Scepter, so that will be it for him. Just 500 gold more to go, and you'll have that one. And with the Veil of Discord, I mean, that's going to be a lot of damage going towards there. And I'm hoping that they're ready. They don't have a pipe yet. They do have a Ghost Theft up on the track, which actually doesn't help anything against the Epicenter. Actually, it makes it even worse. But it is good for the Lycan. So if you're getting harassed, Shackle doesn't latch. That was Bleak blinking in. Lightning going off. Windrun is there though. And he is going to be able to back out from that one again. Doesn't need to worry about this tower because it's obviously already down. Reality Sphere, 4-staff away from that one, nowhere. Telekinesis up on the wrong horse. 3 seconds on up on this Venomancer spawn. Spiderlings there as well. Lost. He is going to drop there. BKB did not help him a single thing. Invoker picks up the kill. And the barracks in the meantime still drop. I mean, this Lycanthrope as well as his creeps are just able to do that power shot. And the Epicenter is actually not doing that much. The Shrek is not able to get a stun up on Korg because he stunned during the Burrow Strike, and it is the Fate Bolt that picks up a double kill on the GG is called. No real surprise there. Quantic just owning Dare in this game. It was kind of already clear when the laning did not go as intended on the side of Dare on the top lane. It was kind of clear that they were just having this game. They dictated the game, made sure that they were the ones to decide what happened where. And that is how two semi-supports take on a tri-lane with a Chaos Knight, Shrek, and an Ace Decoration. I did say Korok all the time. I think not Corky. I know Corky. This is not Corky, this is Korok. Korkinity, that is the way of it indeed. So, this was a Star Series match between Dare and Quantic. Star Series Season 3, and I have to say, I think this is played a 14 or 15, and there's not that much play days. I think there were only 16 in total. So we almost have our top 8 complete, which will mean that these matches are all very important to these teams to determine which one will be in the top 8. I do believe there's already 3 teams that are definitely in the top 8. But to find it out, you can check it out on the StarLadder.tv. So go check that out if you want to know that one. And I don't think there's going to be another cast after this one. Oh, and by the way, yeah, so I am Sheever. I'm a Ghost of Gamers caster. Please subscribe to my YouTube on youtube.com/SheeverGaming. And oh yeah, I wasn't a official StarLadder caster, so for those you can check owned. For which actually, because the match after this one is actually gonna be Quantic versus Tough Bananas. It's gonna be casted by Toby on his channel, so you can check that one out there. And I am thinking I'm gonna watch that one. So anyway, switching overlays. Thank you for watching. I'm actually gonna do this one as well for a second. Thank you for watching, people with that sound. Because there's people that want to watch both games at the same time and just have one stream on the side. And I do encourage that people want to watch all the matches. I don't encourage people that actually mute me, by the way, but, you know, still there. Anyway, overlay, switch.